Today, I want to talk about a very important issue that affects every person in Bangladesh, and that is the current condition of our banking sector. All of you already know that several banks in Bangladesh have already become extremely weak. Although officials have not declared them bankrupt, but they have admitted that the condition of these banks is extremely poor. Some of these banks have massive non-performing loans. That means people took money from the bank but never paid it back. Other banks have huge capital shortfalls, which means the banks do not have enough money to cover their obligations. And all of this happened because of corruption and political interference in the banking sector. As a result, these banks can no longer operate normally. Some of these banks are in such a bad shape that the governor of Bangladesh Bank has already announced plans to merge these banks to avoid a total collapse. In few cases, these banks have 80 to 98% non-performing loans, which is practically equivalent to bankruptcy. But now, as an ordinary citizen of Bangladesh, where is my money? I have kept my money in the bank. I do not care about the political situation of this country. We Bangladeshi people have given our money to the banks to keep it in a safe place. We have deposited our money in the banks for security purpose, and also we are paying every year for this service. But now people are going to the banks and cannot even withdraw the amount of money they need. Why do the ordinary citizen of Bangladesh have to suffer because of political culprits and corrupt bankers? We Bangladeshi people have worked hard. We Bangladeshi people have followed the rules. Our Bangladeshi families have contributed to this country. But the system is failing us. The system has failed us and the system will continue to fail us until it is changed. We send our brothers to the Middle East to work like slaves. And we call them remittance Jodha. We literally call them remittance Jodha. What a hypocritical title that we have given to them. If you truly believe they are remittance Jodha, then where is their money? They shed their blood, sweat and tears to work hard. And now their families are going to the banks and cannot even withdraw the amount of money they desperately need. How is this justice? How is this even fair? It was the responsibility of Bangladesh Bank to protect people's money. It was the responsibility of Bangladesh Bank to audit, monitor and regulate every financial institute of this country. But they have miserably failed in their job. And the failure of Bangladesh Bank allowed corruption in the banking sector, which encouraged corrupt people to loot public money. Now let me tell you about an incident that happened with Bangladesh Bank last month. A cyber fraud group stole 25 lakh taka from the National Savings Scheme. And do you know how did they do it? By using the official password of a Bangladesh Bank staff member. I repeat, by using the official password of a Bangladesh Bank staff member. That means someone inside the system either leaked it or did not protect it properly. The criminals used that password to cash out money and transferred it to another bank account. If Bangladesh Bank was doing proper monitoring, auditing and security checks, this would never happen. This incident clearly proves that the system is weak, the security is broken and the people who are responsible to protect our money failed at the most basic level. This is not just a crime, this is the failure of the institute that was supposed to protect our money. If the situation continues like this, then our money is not safe anymore. I think it is time for us to start thinking about an alternative banking model, which is safety deposit banking. But before we understand what is a safety deposit bank, we have to understand how commercial banks and Islamic banks actually make money. Let's say you have 10 lakh taka. Like most people, you are going to deposit your money in your bank account for security purpose. But here what really happens. When you deposit your money in your bank account, the bank does not keep all of your money. The bank only keeps 10% of your money and the remaining 90% of your money is given out as a loan to someone you don't even know. That means from your 10 lakh taka, the bank is only keeping 1 lakh taka in your account and they give 9 lakh taka to a random person who you don't even know. The bank charges interest on that loan and that's how they make profit. But here's the problem. When bank gives loan to too many wrong people, they don't get their money back. And if the banks are not getting their money back, that means you're not getting your money back. Because the banks are using your money to give loans. We never told the banks to use our money like this. We never gave them direct permission. But this is the banking policy, so we stay silent. We don't say anything. But in a country like Bangladesh, where corruption exists everywhere, should the banks really be allowed to give our money to someone without our consent? I think the answer is no. If I want to give loan to someone, I will give it to someone who I trust, not to someone the bank chooses without my permission. And for this reason, I think we should start safety deposit banks. The purpose of safety deposit bank is simple. To keep our money completely safe in our bank account and provide all kind of transaction facilities. This type of banking model keeps 100% of your money in your bank account and and they do not use your money to give loans or invest it anywhere. We can even look back in time for examples. In medieval Europe, cities like Venice and Florence had security vault. But now you can ask, what is a vault? A vault is a strong safe building where gold, silver, and valuable assets of ordinary people were kept. People paid a security fee to their kings to protect their wealth. Not only that, in Islamic caliphates, many sultans also had security vaults to protect ordinary people's money, charging small security fee for their service. This type of model ensures 100% security of your money, just like the kings and sultans of earlier time protected the wealth of their citizens. Let's say you have 10 lakh taka. Now you have deposited your money in the safety deposit bank. The bank is not going to use your money to give loans or invest it anywhere. The bank will simply store your money safely in your bank account. In return, you are going to pay, for example, 200 taka per month. The bank will also provide all kind of online transaction facilities, like most banks, charging a small security fee. Not security fee, sorry, charging a small service fee. And in this way, the bank is going to make money. For example, the population of Chittagong city is 30 lakh. And if 1 lakh people from Chittagong city, which is a big metropolitan area, just like Dhaka city, deposit their money in the safety deposit bank and each pay 200 taka per month, that means the bank is going to make 2 koti taka per month. In this way, the bank can make good profit and people can completely keep their money safe in their bank account. We have to keep in mind that our money is the result of our hard work. It is not just a number in a bank account. The current banking foundation of Bangladesh has failed to protect our money. We cannot keep relying on a system that is corrupt and broken. The commercial banks and Islamic banks can operate their business, but at the same time, I think we should start safety deposit banking to protect our money.